Yes, indeed. Dr. Ram Srivastava, former ISRO scientist, also is with us live. Dr. Srivastava, what is your first reaction to this successful liftoff? A great day for India, a great day, of course, for people in the space community as Axiom-4 has officially and successfully lifted off now, just a few moments ago.
This particular event is a commercial event, and ISRO, NASA, and European Space Agency, they have sent their astronauts. One astronaut is from Poland, another is from Hungary, and the third one our Indian. Now, this particular event is very important for the future of Indian Space Research Organization because as already known to us, very soon we are going to launch Gaganyaan. So what difficulties are to be faced there in sending astronauts there? This is the practical experience which Mr. Shukla will get, and in future also the data which we will be getting out of it is very important. How much pressure one can sustain in the microgravity, what are the problems in the anatomy and physiology of the astronaut, and when he is doing the experiment, what type of experiments he is going to be. There are nearly 60 experiments in this mission are to be conducted. 6 are very important, which ISRO has given to Mr. Shukla. And Mr. Shukla was under, he was having a very rigorous simulation training to be at the microgravity, and quarantine. He was there for a pretty long time, and now he is there in the International Space Station. He will join on Thursday at 7:01 time of the American time. So naturally, when the person is moving in the low orbit of the space, and in 90 minutes he will be taking one round of the Earth. So one must be capable of bearing that particular speed, and in gravity, since we know there are so many problems. One problem is how to drink water, how to take food, how to have the hygienic conditions there, where to sleep, and what type of experiments are to be done to keep your body fit. So those all things he will learn practically, and that data, that knowledge will be used for our Gaganyaan. The toughest part of sending astronaut in the space station is the coupling of the module with the International Space Station, because they have to move in the same speed. Gradually the speed of the module is to increase, and at a particular angle it has to couple with it. Though Indian Space Research Organization has already made successful experiments of coupling 2 satellites without any problem, that is very important. But in practice, when the human beings are being loaded in the capsule and they have to go in the lab, that coupling is that practical knowledge. He will know what type of problem are to be faced, what precautions are to be taken, and because the NASA scientists and Russian scientists, they have collaborated, and there were certain defects in the tunnel of that particular space station that has been repaired. So he will know what type of mistakes are there, what type of damages, if there are, how to face them. All this practical experience he will get. He is a very senior, sincere person.
Also, Dr. Srivastava, how important will this be for our Gaganyaan mission, given the fact that Shubhanshu Shukla is also, a part of that mission too? How much of a learning ground will this be for that?
Because, to do anything for the first time, then there might be certain chances of mistakes. When he is going there, he is navigating, and he will be just doing the coupling with the space station. and entering there in the microgravity. So what type of problems he will face physically, mentally, and mechanically. So he will learn all those things, and he will give the training to our Gaganyaan astronauts here on the Earth. So these are the problems which we are facing there, how to face them. There are already nearly half a dozen scientists and astronauts. They are under simulation training in Russia also, and one of them is in USA in NASA lab. So this particular knowledge, what he will gain, will be very useful for the further development of our Gaganyaan. And I'm sure I must congratulate him and all the scientists in ISRO. Scientists are just watching him, and they are in communication with him, and the details of the experiments which he will be performing, they are particularly of the that bacterial growth, what type of bacteria, how they work, particularly the plants and the food in the future. It will go out of space from moon to say Mars, 9 months journey. What will be the, because all the time we cannot carry on food from the Earth. So is it possibility that what type of food can be grown there, plants can be grown, so fungi can be grown. So all this knowledge is very important for the further space program. And I'm sure by the end of the 2047, we'll be able to flare up a Tiranga on the surface of the moon. And moon is very important because one thing is there, the Chinese scientists have found one particular element which is known as the chengesite, and that chengesite is a transparent material. It contains helium-3 isotope. A helium-3 isotope is very, very important. On the Earth, it is in the very mild condition, but in moon, it is in abundance. And when we can bring that chengesite on the Earth, with that helium-3 isotope, the nuclear energy of fusion will create our power production tremendously high. So much so that 10 gram of helium-3 can give you energy which can remain for months together for the entire India. So this is so important. We have to go to the moon, and there is a competition between Russia, China, America, and to go on the moon and to just bring out that chengesite. That is very important, and for the future energy.
Okay.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.